Happy grad season. It is June 4th and I've already been to 5 graduations, I think. It's been 11 years since I've graduated. Every time I go to a high school graduation, it always takes me back, and so I kind of just wanted to make a video talking about it, I guess. Kind of like a story time and like a couple lessons that came to mind. It's graduation season, and every time it comes around or I see a graduation photo, attend a graduation, I think about how different I view graduations when I was 18 versus how I view them now as a mom, as a homeschooling parent, and just like as an adult. Like I said, I graduated 11 years ago.
You guys just say it so it's official.
You guys, I
just wanted to talk about what I thought graduating meant. Like thinking back to it as an 18-year-old, I really thought that graduating, I didn't really think like this, but like it was kind of just instilled in my mind that graduation was the finish line, because I never really had thoughts of going to college. I mean, I wanted to become a dental hygienist. Other than that, I never really had college plans. I just was like, graduating was the thing. And also, if you guys didn't know me, in high school I was like every parent's biggest headache. It gotten so bad that I was falling way behind. Like, I was not gonna graduate. I went to Beaverton High for my freshman and sophomore year, and then I was skipping so much those 2 years that I had to enroll into this program at Tigard High, which was out of the boundary I lived in. Luckily, my aunt lived there, so I got to use her address. Anyway, the program was basically like working for credit. Say I needed to get like a math credit and an elective credit or something, they would give us a math packet, and the packet would be like 15 pages of math. That would be like half a credit, or like a smaller pack would be a quarter credit. And then for electives, we'd go out and work. Our bus would drop us off to wherever we worked, and there's companies, for instance, there was like a I think there was like a beauty shop or something. I worked at Zoomies at the mall that was like down the street. And then I also did a kindergarten teacher assistant for a dual language, like a Spanish kindergarten class at the local elementary school. People did like Harbor Freight. But yeah, those hours would be your elective credit instead of getting paid money. Oh, I did Walgreens. I would do that any day. I wish I could go back and not go to regular school, because I've always wanted to be homeschooled, but I never was. I just like going at my own pace, and those packets, you could get them done in a day, or you could get them done throughout the semester. Anyway, I was just like going with the flow, and as I was getting older, come senior year, I just thought I had it all figured out. And I was like, can't wait to be an adult, cannot wait to graduate and get out of here and do whatever I want. I look back and I'm like, why didn't someone slap me? Because how annoying. Like, I just wasted those were supposed to be like, I mean, I did have fun, but like, I guess I don't regret it, because I don't regret missing school. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is live in the moment or something. I mean, I was living in a moment. Anyway, graduating kind of also brought a lot of like pressure. It's like when you get called into the counseling office. I didn't really have a good relationship with my counselor. It wasn't bad, but I mean, it could have been better. If I was a counselor, I'd want to be like, get pretty close. Like, I'd want my student to know and feel like I genuinely cared. Mine, sorry, I won't say his name, was really kind of annoying. He just kind of like, he would give us advice and stuff, but you could just tell that he was like doubting you. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, just like the pressure about the future was there. But again, I have no plans for going to college in the future, so I don't really care. What I know now, graduation really isn't the finish line. I mean, it is like an end of an era, you know, but it really is just the beginning. I'm 28. It's cool now as a 28-year-old looking back and thinking back. Graduating really was the start of my like adult life. I graduated in June when I was 18, and I got married in January when I was 18. Definitely the beginning. After I got married in January, 12 days later, I had my firstborn. If you're graduating and you think this is the end, newsflash, it's not. Most people don't have life figured out at 18, so chill. It's okay. If you feel lost or confused, anxious, worried, or just happy, like whatever you're feeling, all feelings are valid. Just set yourself up right. I feel like the only person in charge here is you. You know, we all get dealt different cards. Use your cards in your favor. Personally, the biggest thing is make sure your faith is like your foundation. You know, when you're hopeful and optimistic about the future, it's one thing. But when you have faith in a bigger plan, God's plan, game changer. Game changer. Another thing I'd say that I know now is the people celebrating you, that could mean more than the diploma itself. I know people earn that diploma and it means a lot to them. I'm not saying the diploma is not important because it's huge, but I am saying people that celebrate you, you know, and that were there through the ride, that's huge. Because personally, again, I almost didn't graduate, but I did end up graduating early. FYI, I graduated, I finished all my credits in January. So I was like off the hook for the other 5 months. Anyway, I graduated with a 0.7 GPA. Yeah, I wish I knew where my senior transcript is so I can show you guys. But yeah, 0.7. So my diploma, did I earn it? Yeah. Did I care about it? Not really. The people celebrating though, I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember all the people that were my graduation. I remember all the people that, you know, were there along the way. Kind of leads me to the last part of the video. I just wanted to talk about like Tongan culture. I don't know about other cultures, but for Tongan culture or even my family, I'll just speak about my family. People drive out and fly out, show up for you, and it's so big. Now as a mom of 5, just thinking about it, I don't know why I'm getting like, anyway, my aunt and uncle that live in Utah, they also have 5 kids. They're my first cousins, but we were raised as siblings, and they must drive to Oregon like every year, maybe twice a year. It's over like 750 miles. They always drive and just stay for a couple nights. Maybe it's like 3 or 4 nights just to be at those small moments. I mean, they are big accomplishments, but I didn't really appreciate it until I grew up. My family and I just got back from celebrating one of their kids' graduations. And we drove out there to celebrate another one of my cousins' grads a week early. And so we just made it into a whole family vacation, and we stayed there for about 10 nights. And just being there, mind you, we're just there to like lay them, right? It's just like maybe a few minutes, but just being there to support means everything. The work going into making the drive and just having family show up, it goes a long way. And then another part of Tongan culture or like Polynesian culture is the handmade flower leis and candy leis. Like we even go so big to having Hawaiian flower leis flown in from family in Hawaii. Like so much work behind the scenes, you know. Being an 18-year-old and graduating, I knew that leis took time to make. Getting them flown in must have been expensive and stuff, but I just didn't appreciate it the same as I do now. Like as a teenager, I thought all the leis were just fun and beautiful, but now as a mom, like a parent, especially being like a homeschool parent, you know, I've watched closely as they've grown. You know, a lei was just like a lei. Now every flower lei, every candy lei, every dollar tucked in represented someone saying, we're proud of you. And that's huge. Whether you're graduating kindergarten, high school, college, or finishing another year of homeschooling, I think it's really important to stop and celebrate growth and how far you come. Every accomplishment, you know, from small to huge is important. Okay, that last part I got cut off, but just wanted to say congrats, class of 2026. Thanks for watching this video. Till next time.